Students, today we want to see relation between divided difference and ordinary difference. And ordinary differences means forward differences, okay? This is what we want to see first. Then we will have some properties of divided difference. Okay? And then we will derive Newton's divided difference interpolation formula. NDDI formula. Okay? So these three things we want to see today. Let us see one by one. Yes, anybody recalls the problem? What was the problem I had taken? What was the data I had given you?
Ma'am, X values are 1, 3, 4, 8, 10. Values are 8, 15,
Please tell I am hearing. Okay, I am muting myself. Tell me the value.
Okay, ma'am. Y's values are 8, 15, 32, and 40.
Yes, now tell me the first divided difference. Fx values I have written already. Tell me the first divided difference.
3.5.
Yes, next. Next
is 4.
All of you are getting this, girls? This is 19 minus 15. That is 4 divided by 1. That is 4. Next is 32 minus 19. That is 13 divided by 8 minus 4 is 4. So how much it is? 3 point?
Which is equal to 3.25.
Yes. Next,
3.25.
next is
4.
8 upon 2. That is again 4.
4.
The next table, delta square fx. So 4 minus 3.5.
Minus 0.23.
This will be 0.5 divided by what? 4 minus 1. That is 3. What is the answer?
0.1667.
Next one, 3.5 minus 4. That is minus 0.75 divided by 8 minus 3. That is 5. So that is minus 0.15. Then 4 minus 3.25 is 0.75 and divided by 10 minus 4, that is 6. So what is it? 0.125.
25.
Yes, correct. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Denominator is very important here. Numerator, you know that consecutive values you have to take, but denominator changes every time. Okay, now this minus this, how much it is?
Minus 0.0457.
Minus
0.0457.
how it will be added? No, Gayatri, it will be minus 0.2 something आएगा. Minus
मैम
0 minus
डिवाइड होने के बाद बता रही
minus
मैम
0.
डिवाइड होने के बाद
Huh?
मैम 0.0452 after division everything like the final answer.
But the total is minus 0.3167, and that divided by what now? I'm using a different color now. This is 8 minus 1. Okay, 8 minus 1 is 7. So this will be divided by 7 will be minus 524, right? Yes, yes. Next one, this minus this, 0.125 माइनस माइनस प्लस हो जाएगा ये, प्लस 0.150. सो कितना आएगा ये? दिस विल बिकम
0.275.
7. Yes, divided by what now?
7.
Divided by 10 minus 3. Okay, divided by 10 minus 3, that is again 7. So the answer is 0.275 divided by 7. The answer is
0.10392.
3928. So you should at least write these many decimal places. Okay, have you understood it? So if you are asked for an NDDI problem for 8 marks, suppose 8 marks, then 3 marks will be given, 3 to 4 marks. That depends on the problem. Okay, that depends on the numbers you are given, how complicated they are. 3 to 4 marks will be allotted for table. Okay, so if your table is correct, then only you should proceed further. You have to be very careful regarding the calculations. Do you understand it? Because if any entry here goes wrong, everything goes wrong. Okay. So now let us see the properties. First we will see relation. Okay, first one is relation between divided differences and ordinary differences. Divided differences and ordinary differences. So ordinary means we are going to consider forward. Forward differences. So it's very easy, you write down both. So what we should consider, tell me, if we want to establish the relation between divided difference and forward difference or ordinary difference, what should be our assumption? Can anyone tell me? What should be the condition?
The data is
The data should be equally spaced. See, divided differences are applicable for both types of data, equally and unequally spaced data. But forward or ordinary differences will be there, or we can define them only if our data is equally spaced. And therefore, if we want to establish any relation Between these two differences, our data must be equally spaced. This is very important point. Very good. Okay. So my first statement should be consider the arguments x0, x1, and so on up to xn, which are equally spaced. Okay, which are equally spaced. Sorry, equally spaced. That is, what do you mean by this? You mean by this is x2 minus x1 is x3 minus x2. I should start from x0. So it should be x1 minus x0, should be x2 minus x1, should be x3 minus x2, and so on so forth. It should be equal to xn minus 1, and which we are going to call as h. Okay. Yes. So once we write this h, now it is easier for us to establish the relation, because we know what is the definition of f x0 x1. What is f x0 x1? Newton's divided difference. What is it? What is f x0 x1?
F fx1 minus fx0 upon x1 minus x.
What is f x1 minus x0?
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Yes, I had muted myself. Yeah, what is fx1 minus fx0?
Delta.
What delta? Delta of what? Delta of
Forward difference.
डेल्टा के आगे क्या लिखूं? डेल्टा किसका है वो? रिद्धि, सिर्फ डेल्टा लिखूं क्या? It is delta f of what? x1, x2.
x0.
And what is x1 minus x0? यहाँ पे लिखा ना हमने. What is x1 minus x0?
H.
H.
So it should be 1 upon h. ऐसा लिखा है मैंने. Okay, 1 upon h delta f x0. Do you understand this? I think I teach only 2 or 3 people. Bipashini, Riddhi, sometimes Riona. हाँ, बाकी के सारे लोग सोते हैं क्या? Are you sleeping? Yes. Tell me, are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us see how much you understand. Huh? Now you tell me this next one. Now this was about 2 arguments. Now I am writing about 3 arguments. F x0, x1, x2. What is it? What is f x0, x1, x2? According to the formula, what is it? F of पहले ये दो लेने हैं, लास्ट टू आर्ग्यूमेंट्स,
x2 minus x2
x2 minus f of x naught comma x1
minus f of
x naught comma x1
divided by
not x1 divided by x2 minus x0
correct, divided by x2 minus x0. Now what is x2 minus x0? What is x2 minus x0? Yes, what is the difference between the third and the first argument? This is x naught, then x1 is x1, x naught plus h. What is x2? X2 is x1 plus h, but it is nothing but x naught plus 2h, right? So what is difference between x2 and x naught? x2 minus x naught क्या है?
x2 minus x0 क्या है?
2h, right? It will be 2h. And ऊपर क्या आएगा बोलो? What? Now you have f of x naught x1. What is the answer? F of x naught x1 का आंसर क्या है? 1 upon h delta f x naught. Do you understand this? Do you understand this?
yes ma'am.
I will write it here. See, this will become 2h, right? Now what is f x naught x1? You have already written here 1 upon h delta f x naught. So इससे मुझे बताओ f of x1 x2 क्या आएगा? What should be f of x1 x2 with this in terms of delta?
upon f delta
1
1
upon
upon f
h.
delta x1
Yes, f of x1. Correct. Everybody is getting this? 1 upon h delta fx1 minus 1 upon h delta fx naught. So can I take 1 upon h common?
Yes ma'am.
F of x naught, x1, x2. I will take 1 upon h common. Inside I have delta fx1 minus delta fx naught and divided by 2h, right? So this will become 1 upon 2 times h square, right? ये h नीचे चला जाएगा and inside I can have delta common again. So this will become fx1 minus fx naught. So what is fx1 minus fx naught again?
मैम 1 upon h कैसे आएगा? x1 minus x0 के लिए हमने 1 upon h लिखा.
So
h का f of
x1 x2 क्या आएगा? बताओ विपाशिनी. What will be f of x1 x2? यहाँ पे
हाँ मैम नो
यहाँ पे समझा. This will be f of x2 minus f of x1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this will be again delta fx1 divided by h. Okay. x2 minus x1 is h. Right? Now what is this? Tell me.
Yes ma'am, understood.
What is this? fx1 minus fx1.
delta fx1
It is again delta. So delta on delta. Are you getting it?
that is delta
So this is 1 upon 2h square delta square fx naught. Can you find out the third one? The next one, then we will generalize. Don't be in a hurry to generalize after what happens with nth order. Okay. Can you find f x naught, x1, x2, x3? पहला फॉर्मूला लिखो न्यूटन्स का. What is the formula? बेसिक फॉर्मूला क्या है? लास्ट 3 लेने हैं. f x1, x2, x3 minus what? Minus what?
X naught x1 x2.
F of x not x
F of x not x2. X1 x2.
Divided by what?
X3 minus
X3 minus x naught.
What is x3 minus x naught?
3h.
3h, correct. x3 minus x naught will be 3h because x3 is x naught plus 3h. Okay, do it. I'm waiting for your answer. Do on your own. It's very easy. F of x naught, x1, x2, x3 is equal to f of x1, x2, x3 minus f of x naught, x1, x2 divided by 3h. Now I am writing. But what is f of x1, x2, x3? From this, can you tell me?
1 upon 2 square
1 upon 2 x
square x1.
f of x1, x2, x3 कितना आएगा?
1 upon 2 h square delta square f of x1.
So now I can write directly 1 upon 2h square delta square fx1 minus
6x delta square fx naught
divided by
fx naught.
So I can take 2h square common. Divided by 3h. So ultimately it becomes 1 by 3h. So ultimately it becomes
1 upon 6
cube
sorry. fx1 minus fx naught.
Square applied on delta fx naught.
F of x not.
Cube fx naught. So 1 upon 6, can I write it as 1 upon 3 factorial? Can I write it as 1 upon 3 factorial?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So see, initially we got this. F of x naught, x1 is 1 upon h delta fx naught. Then we have f of x naught, x1, x2 is equal to 1 upon 2h square delta square fx naught. Then we have 1 upon, with 4 arguments, we have 1 upon 3h, 3 factorial, sorry, h cube delta square fx naught. Just check. Yeah. So, this 2 can I write as 1 upon 2 factorial?
Yes, ma'am.
What should be the answer?
N minus 1 factorial.
No, is it n minus 1 factorial? What you have in the end, Devashri? This is 3, na? So you have 3 factorial.
3, yeah.
2 factorial.
N factorial.
1 upon n factorial h to the power n delta to the power n fx naught.
Got it? So please do not generalize your answer only after first 2 steps. Huh? So this is the relation between, so these are divided differences. Do you understand? This you can write as fx naught over x1, x2 up to xn, and which is equal to 1 upon n factorial h raised to n delta raised to n fx naught. Okay, this is what is your answer. This is the relation between divided differences and forward differences. Have you understood it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let us see some
Can
problems.
you repeat for the last time?
I think only Bipashini writes everything. All other people, do you write really? When I write on the
Yes,
paper,
ma'am.
are you copying it in your notebook? Because I
Yes,
am
ma'am.
telling you, at the end it will become very difficult for you, okay? If you start collecting all screenshots and start writing from that, it will be really difficult for you. Do not rely on technology, please. I know all of us are relying on technology drastically nowadays, right? The total work is done using technology. I know that. But one should not rely on that. You never know what happens. Because of corona, you have seen anything can happen anytime to anyone. है ना? तो आपके मोबाइल का क्या ये है, मोबाइल का क्या भरोसा है, आपके लैपटॉप का क्या भरोसा है? So please do write it in your notebook.
Ma'am, show the previous line now, please.
Finish writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can we see the next point? That is properties of divided differences. The first one, divided differences are symmetric functions. Divided differences are symmetric functions of their arguments. Anyone can tell me what is meaning of this? Do you understand meaning of this statement? Symmetric functions of their arguments. Yes, anyone can tell me the meaning of this statement? Divided differences are symmetric functions of their arguments. What is fx not x1? Formula बताओ.
fx1 minus
अभी नेम नहीं आना चाहिए. हाँ, fx1 minus fx0. हमने पहले ये
That's not upon x.
लास्ट माइनस फर्स्ट ऐसा लेते हैं. So this is a ratio, right? And in the numerator and denominator both you have difference. Are you getting it? So can I rewrite this as, I will put square bracket here. Can I rewrite this as this and this as, do you understand it? I have taken minus sign comma. So I am writing the same thing, and this minus sign cancels with this minus sign at the denominator. So this is same as fx0 minus fx1 divided by x0 minus x1, and which I can write as, according to my definition, I can rewrite this as x1. जो subtract होता है उसे पहले लिखना है. So you had started with fx0 comma x1, and which is same as fx1 comma x0. So order is not important. Do you understand it? It is independent of the order of the arguments, right? Have you understood it?
yes.
आप डिफरेंस जिस डायरेक्शन में लोगे, y वैल्यूज का डिफरेंस जिस डायरेक्शन में लोगे, उसी डायरेक्शन में आप x वैल्यूज का डिफरेंस ले सकते हो. I will show you with an example. So in other words, what do we say? That is, divided differences are independent of the order of the argument. Arguments. Okay, whether you write x0 comma x1 or you write x1 comma x1, both the differences would be or should be same. Okay. For example, I can tell you, for example, suppose हम 3 values लेते हैं. 1, 3, 7 and some.
previous slide बताना. Finished, Siddhita? Ma'am.
For example, if we consider this 1, 3, 7 and these are some values, I am taking absolutely random values. So if I take, usually we take in this direction, na? 14 minus 1 upon 3 minus 1, right? So this will become 13 upon 2. Instead of that, I will take in the opposite direction now. See, ऐसे लेती हो. 1 minus 14 divided by 1 minus 3. So naturally that will become minus 13 upon minus 2, which is same as this. Okay. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
So whichever direction you fix for fx, the same direction you have to fix for y. But usually we consider this one only, fx2 minus fx1 or fx1 minus fx0. So this is the first property. Now, so you can continue this for any number of arguments, right? Fx0, x1, x2 will be same as f. I can write this as x0, x2, x1. I can keep x0 fixed and I can change the positions of x2 and x1. I can have this as f x1 comma x0 x2. I can have this as f x2 comma x1 comma x0, etc. Okay, so all will be same accordingly. So you can check it. Just a minute, girls. Hello.